What up, fam? It's your girl Des coming to you today to go ahead and bring y'all Power Season 6, Episode 2. Alright, so listen, I'm gonna have to make a side video on what the fuck's been going on. I'm sorry for the late reviews, y'all, but this week has been completely shit. But I had a 3-day weekend with my babe, so that was cool. But my car, my apartment, I'm just done. But that's for a whole nother video. Why is Trey Songz still in the intro? Why is he still in the intro? Why? Y'all have the old motherfucking Joe tapes. Play that shit. We're over it. We are over it. Okay? It starts off with basically Jason telling Ghost, listen, nigga, we ain't got time for y'all shit over here at my place of motherfucking business. And so he makes Ghost believe that Tommy's actually dead. But since Tommy is dead, now Ghost has to pay him $100,000 every 2 weeks, like a good old paycheck, to keep his goons from killing him, because basically he fucked up his money with Tommy. Ghost was just saying, look, it was just a family matter. Jason don't give a fuck. All right, so next, Tommy on the phone with Tariq, and he's thanking him for Uber. Tariq is like, why didn't you need an Uber for where your car at? And basically Tommy's like, long story, I'll tell you later. So he goes up and he meets his crew and basically tells him that he's dead. Let everybody think he's dead and then move as such, okay? Next, Tariq's roommate brings in this dude into their dorm telling them how, hey, he wants to buy some pills or whatever, and Tariq was just looking like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And so after the dude leaves, you know, the roommate's just like, what the fuck? And then Tariq is basically telling him and trying to put him on game like, you don't shit where you lay your motherfucking head, okay? We don't do that here. Sell $30 a pill, keep $10, bring back the rest for profit so he can re-up again. Next, Ghost tells Proctor that he needs a motherfucking alibi because Tommy's dead. Remember, he asked Tasha, but Tasha didn't want no motherfucking new parts. Proctor is just like, I mean, nigga, I can't help you. I was literally with the district attorney or whoever the fuck that bald nigga was last night with my daughter at her dance recital, so I truly can't help. While they talking, he gets a knock at the door, and then he gets served by his ex-wife for joint custody. So they, you know, he's gonna have to go to court with her later, and we'll get to that. And probably talking about something, are you sure you want to go through this? Talking to Ghost like he initiated the divorce. And Ghost would never do such because, I mean, while they are married, she can't testify against him. Like, Tasha's being stupid. Next, so Blanca, the detective sergeant or whatever the fuck, and Donovan goes to see Tasha to question her about Angie's death. And then, of course, Blanca asks her about how she feels about Angie dying. And then, even after Donovan told her not to talk to Tasha about Terry, guess who brings up Terry in conversation? The damn detective sergeant. So she brings him up and asks when's the last time she saw Terry. And, you know, Tasha playing it cool, playing it smart, how he was over there. Tells him that, you know, Terry was her lawyer, so she really ain't got to tell him shit. And then, luckily, the child who everybody forgets about and her name, she calls her in the background, so Tasha's basically like, I gotta go. Sergeant Detective tells Donovan that she believes that they need to put a tail on Tasha, and Donovan's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to figure that out on your goddamn self because his boss ain't paying for shit. Next, Paz is cleaning out Angie's office, and while doing so, you know, she gets this looking book or whatever, and Sax just so happened to be walking by and tells her that, oh, she can't have that, that's official bullshit for them, and yada yada yada. So Paz asked him, you know, have they arrested Ghost yet? And he's like, nah, they still waiting on an autopsy. Still, what is the autopsy supposed to prove that's supposed to help y'all? Other than retracting the gun, the bullet, which I'm surprised they didn't do already since it's a murder case. I don't get what the autopsy is supposed to prove. But he says that until they get the autopsy back, there's nothing for them to prove, so it's up in the air for Ghost. Then he tells her how Angela's benefits have been paused because she wasn't an official or certified witness before she passed, and they felt like she was being a dirty ass cop. So it's taking HR a little bit longer. AKA Tasha just told motherfucking Ghost yes. But it works out in the long run, and we'll talk about that. Next. So they at the damn divorce settlement meeting or whatever the fuck, aberration, some shit like that. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. There goes his lawyer and Tasha her lawyer. And my whole thing is, like, this bitch can't be this stupid. How can anybody be Team Tasha? I just don't get it. The bitch is dumb. Like, bitch, you signed a motherfucking prenup that said you would get nothing if you initiate the divorce. Or are you dumb? And then go tell him how you gonna get half of everything. Like, bitch, how dare you? And then try to say, oh, really, Ghost? You had secret accounts, all that type of shit, bitch? Duh. I don't know. Tasha's a dumb bitch to me. Divorce him for what? Everybody saying, oh, he loves Angie. Okay. Did everybody forget that she also tried to use her power against him and told him to continue to fuck Angie so they can use Angie, knowing that he felt some type of way for Angie? Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. So basically, they're most likely going to end up in court with this shit, and I would love to see how this shit plays out, because I'm on Ghost's side with this. So after the meeting, Tasha go up to Ghost and is just like, you really doing all this? You really not gonna give me no money? Basically how he's leaving his kid out, and Ghost is like, but I provide for my kids. I will always provide for my kids. That would never change. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do you need any more money, basically? And here go Tasha. Tariq needs books. And then is that her name? Yasmin? The other child that nobody knows the name of or talks about. How she growing like a tweed and all this other type of shit. And I'm just like, bitch, are you serious? Really? That's what we doing? Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to get clothes and books? Or to keep up with your lifestyle that you got accustomed to? Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. But then Ghost asked her if she could go to Angie's funeral with him. And she was just like, basically, boy, fuck you, fuck no. And I'm like, why? Bitch, Angie was helping our family. Why wouldn't you want to go to the funeral? So I don't get why everybody's being outraged. How was that a bad thing to ask? In my opinion, I don't find it a wrong thing to ask. I mean, bitch, would you? Shit. Next, Councilman Tate was basically asking Ghost, what happened with Angie? Did you have something to do with her murder? You know what I'm saying? He just has to make sure, because he don't want to be in no shit with Ghost, okay? And then Ghost reassures him. Tate was like, okay, nigga, because I've been working on this damn speech for 18 hours, okay? I don't have time for your shit, period. Next, so Ghost is at Tariq's dorm, and Tariq opens up and is just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Who's dead? Like, and I kind of felt him with that. Like, nigga, I mean, what now? God damn. And he was like, is it mom or is it Uncle Tommy? And then, Ghost basically tells Miss Tommy and how he wanted to come from him and shit. And he asked, well, why? And then, Ghost was telling him that, he tried to kill me, but he actually shot Angie. Tariq asked him, well, why would he want to kill you? Ghost just said he don't know why. And that's Ghost's problem. You already going to this little nigga telling him how you killed his uncle as you fucking thought, and you're not gonna really keep it real with him. That's why he fucks with Tommy so much, is because Tommy would tell him, what it is and what it ain't. Nigga, you should have cleared all that shit up right then and there. But of course, Ghost lies and says he doesn't know why. So it just makes it harder and harder for him to trust his own fucking dad, which, I mean, Ghost is really fucking his shit up. Ghost fucking leaves, and then Tariq calls Tommy just to make sure, because little nigga would just talk to Tommy. Tariq tells Tommy if he does take his dad out, just let him know before he does it. Like, so you don't care about your dad? Okay. Next, so Sax is trying to get Proctor's ex-crackhead ass wife to plant a bug in his apartment. And she's like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? He's like, well, through your daughter or something. I had this little thing. It was like a little unicorn keychain thing, a listening device or whatever. And then she's basically like, and how the fuck am I supposed to do that when I don't even have custody of my kid? And so he was basically saying, okay, well, I can help you get custody, no problem. And with her smart ass, she was just like, or you can just help me get a job. And Sax is like, your crackhead ass can't fucking work here. But she's like, duh, nigga. But I just had an interview, and of course, it'll be great if I could get a recommendation for somebody up in this office. So he goes ahead and does that for her. Next, here go Tommy and Keisha bullshit. Okay, so he asked her if she threw the gun, and she says yes, nigga, barely. Okay, and luckily good for you, the bitch is dumb. So, even if they do find the gun, they'll just find her prints on it because she's a fucking idiot. Alright, so then Keisha asks Tommy about what he's gonna do with Ghost, and then you hear a knock at the door. This bitch flips the fuck out, like, is all frantic, she's scary, telling Cash to go in the room, all this other type of shit. And even Tommy's just like, calm down. And she's like, oh my God, what do we do? Whoa, what to do? And I'm just like, oh my God, this is your ride or die bitch you want in your life? In your corner? That's what you want? No, son, no God. But then her face completely changed when she opened up the door and it was Tasha. Tasha's like, Tommy, because, I guess she just want to make sure that Tommy's actually is alive. But Keisha's just like, she meant what she said or some shit, how she not welcome me or whatever, and then she slammed the door on her face. And I'm just like, I cannot wait for the scene where Tasha whoops Keisha's ass, because that shit's been way overdue. The bitch has always been feeling some type of way. She's always been jealous and envious of motherfucking Tasha. Always wanted her life and all this other type of shit. So, nah, bitch. When she turns around and talks to Tommy, Tommy's just like, Keisha, what the fuck? That's your friend. Like, why would you do that? And then Keisha tells him that Tasha ain't really her friend. She only hit her up when she needs something. But you never hit her up when you needed her hand-me-downs, right, sis? Okay. Keisha tells Tommy that he's not going to talk to Tasha again, and they're done with the St. Patrick's. Like, bitch, who the fuck you think you is? You met this nigga through the St. Patrick's, so you think he's just going to be done with it? He doesn't want to kill Ghost because he don't want to hurt Tasha and the kids. And then motherfucking Keisha talking about some Ghost didn't think about me or Cash when he shot at you. Bitch, fuck you and your son. Like, the fuck? Don't nobody, this little nigga just had a little cameo, okay? Don't nobody care about that little motherfucker. I'm sorry. So we'll see if Tommy stays away from Tasha, his sister. Next, Tommy and Tasha, they meet the fuck up like everybody already knew they was. Tasha's just like, with a girl like her, you just need to shut her up with buying her nice things. So basically tells him what to get her. She also confides in Tommy about Ghost not giving her any money because that's what the fuck she signed up for. And Tommy reassures her, that he's going to always have her back, and whatever she needs, he got her. Then talks about how Tariq is on their side, and Tasha can't believe Tariq chose sides after she told him not to. Like, bitch, first off, don't nobody listen to you. That's just what it is. Second off, your little nigga has issues. That's just what it is. So, of course, he's going to choose sides. Next. So, while searching through her apartment, cleaning shit and everything, Paz finds Angela's burner phone and texts the only number that she has saved in that motherfucker, and basically asking Jamie to meet up with her because he owes her. And then the text said, when? And then, of course, they're going to meet up. Next, Proctor in court with his ex-crackhead ass wife. All right. She did a damn good job. That's one thing I will give her. Mama was on it. Was just like, I got a job at this office. I had a recommendation from this office. I'm doing good. Had her proof and all that. And then she was saying how she was actually a better lawyer than Proctor, how she scored higher on her bar and shit. But how basically Proctor ruined her life and got her addicted to cocaine. Like, wait a minute, bitch. Hold up. How is that anybody's fault that you got addicted to cocaine? She had me into that bullshit. That's a fact. So, they arguing. The judge is just like, I'm not doing this shit with y'all. Y'all meet me in the motherfucking chambers. Which was dumb as all hell. I feel like a real judge would have told the parents to wait outside because basically she wanted the daughter to choose between the two. Right in front of their faces. And the daughter looking at her crackhead ass mama and Proctor, and she starts crying. She getting anxious and shit. And then Proctor's just like, look what you're doing to her. We shouldn't even be in here. Goes in there to console her, and to hold her. And then it's just like, fine, we can just have joint custody. And you can tell who, to me, really has a bond and cares about their child, because while she was crying, he was the only one that tried to make her feel better. The mama, she gonna go back on cocaine. Let's be real. Next, Paz meets up with Tasha. She was confused as all hell because she thought it was gonna be Ghost. And Tasha's like, nope, me. And then Paz asked Tasha if Ghost killed Angie and shit, and then Tasha's just like, no, like, why would he do that? And Paz is like, well, Angie's gonna turn him in. And then Tasha even says, no, she wasn't gonna turn him in. I got the same deal as well. We was all working together. So, and Angie was helping us out. So Paz is just like, yeah, whatever. How she's gonna turn them all in. And Tasha's like, okay, bitch, that's fine. I saved all my messages. I saved all my contact calls. I saved all the motherfucking voicemails. All right. If you want to go ahead and turn us in, I would definitely show this, and it would show that Angie was working with us, and then you won't get none of her benefits. Make you think about it, bitch. Listen, you already don't have the money for a funeral. I would fucking relax if I were you. And as Tasha's leaving, here go Detective Sergeant. She found out based off, you know how they always do the cell phone next to the towers and shit. She was like, you know what's funny is that you said that the last time you saw Terry was here, but it dinged you at his apartment. And basically Tasha really lets her know what's real. Look, I ain't tell your nosy ass because I've been fucking him. Okay, I'm a married woman and I was fucking him. Okay, that's why. And then Detective Sergeant was just like, okay, well, do you know what happened to him? Or who would want to kill Terry? And I'm just like, I feel like there was a pause. Did anybody feel that pause that Tasha gave? I'm like, bitch, I know you bet not. I just know you bet not. Next. So Councilman Tate, he holding his press conference, you know, because he's still running for governor or whatever. And then while he's answering questions and shit, this black dude comes in here and was basically like, fuck you, and fuck you. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't helping with shit. I promise my ass I haven't been able to have a job in 10 months and shit. And then this motherfucker over here, he been a dope boy calling out Ghost. So then Ghost took this as a prime opportunity to go up to the podium, do his little razzle-dazzle, how everybody have a pass and all this other type of shit. And then how, you know, but now he's here, he's committed, working for 18 hours the night before on that speech. And Councilman Tate was just like, and he knew the nigga already got him into some shit. So next, soon as they leaving, you know, later on, I can't remember if they did it right then and there, or maybe it was later on, but Councilman Tate does confront Ghost about it. It's just, okay, nigga, where were you really last night? Don't get me into no shit. And Ghost is just basically looks at his ass and laughs at him and just like, you good, don't worry. Like, ooh, nigga. Next, as they leaving the conference, Ghost is either waiting on his ride or something. He's standing outside, and there go Tommy across the street. Kind of what happened last episode when he was trying to shoot Tommy, but Tariq was there. Yeah. So Tommy, he's about to text Tariq that he's about to do it, but then he deletes it, and then he pulls out his gun, and then before you know it, a damn van comes up and snatches his ass up. Like, nigga, were you really gonna shoot him in broad daylight? What the fuck is up with Ghost and Tommy shooting niggas in broad daylight or trying to? Like, are you stupid? Got to be. Next thing you see is that the bag is taken off of Tommy's head, and of course it was Jason and his people that had snatched his ass up. And he's basically like, look, you can't kill Ghost. He can't kill Ghost because this nigga getting $50,000 a week off this motherfucker, okay? So you can't mess up my money. And Tommy is like, well, damn, like if I can't kill Ghost, like I'm as good as a dead man. So Tommy's low-key scared. And so Jason's like, okay, well then how about, you know, you just pay my men to be your security. And if you're late, they'll just kill you. So Tommy, you that goddamn scared that you gonna have these niggas being your bodyguards and paying them? Like, child, Jason is playing them like a goddamn flute. Just twiddle-dealing a fuck along. Like, he making money off of everybody. And I cannot wait until they realize that they're getting played by this nigga. Next, so Tasha fired up, you know, she goes to Ghost's apartment because remember she don't live there no more. And Ghost is like, what the fuck? I had the shit changed and I told them not to let you up here. How the fuck you got up here? And Tasha just ignored his ass, and then she starts asking him about Terry. And Ghost is like, he ain't got time for this shit. Nah, Tasha then goes to saying how Ghost fucked up her life, and I'm just like, ma'am, you can't be serious. Like, this bitch cannot be serious. Then she was low-key blackmailing him about not going to the cop if he pays her. And then Ghost had to let her know, like, listen, I already got Jason them on my ass for $100,000, okay? I can't help you. And then she's like, well, that's not my problem. Like, bitch, What? It is. It actually is your problem. I don't care. The nigga wanted to leave. She didn't want him to leave. That is her fault. But Ghost is like, whatever, I'll pay you. But as she's leaving, he's just like, don't come back here. Remember, you don't live here. Get the fuck and stay the fuck out of my humbly abode. Okay? And I feel that shit. Get the fuck out. Stay the fuck out. You don't pay nya bills in this bitch. And honestly, you never did. So, next, Tommy goes to Keisha's apartment. I'm guessing, does he live there with her now or something? Because he always over there. Nonetheless, and he gives her the Chanel bag, and Keisha's just looking at it, and she's just like, well, how did you know how to get this? Long story short, she already knew that Tasha had to tell him, because Tasha was the only person that she told that she wanted the motherfucking purse. So basically, she was just like, so I've been calling you all day, and that's who you was with. You was with Tasha. I thought I told you not to talk to her anymore. Why does Tommy put up with her bullshit? Like he killed the other bitch that he was really in love with. Why does he put up with this? Does he desperately want a ride or die bitch? Like, that just don't make no sense to me. Oh, also, later on, he gives her diamond earrings. And it was just like, you know, I picked those out myself. And so then it was back on good terms and all this other type of shit. He's still talking to Tasha, but he picked out the gift this time. Next, so Tariq is in his room, and then his roommate found out his name was Braden, okay. He tells Tariq, you know, how they doing good, but how this girl wants to meet him. And Tariq is like, yeah, nah, I'm good. And then he was like, no, you need to meet her because she said that if you don't talk to her, then she's going to turn us in. And so Tariq is like, then he goes and talks to your old girl, and old girl basically put him on game. It's just like, nigga, who the fuck you think you is? It's only like 4 or 5 of us here. Like, do you want to be some type of stereotype? Like, what the fuck? Why are you selling it? Like, she's trying to be, you know, the voice of reason to this motherfucker. And Ghost hit her with the truth. It's just like, I can help you get money so you don't have to worry about working so hard at the bookstore and working long hours. I can help you make more money in less time so you have more time to study. And you don't have to worry about those shoes and those books. You'll have your own money. So he got her thinking about it. And history repeats itself. Next, now, Councilman Tate is in the office with one of his workers or whatever, some little white boy, and the white boy was able to find the black dude from earlier that was going off for everybody in the motherfucking press conference. So basically, when he in there, Tate's asking him, you know, you say you know ghosts and everything, right? He's like, yeah. He's okay. He'll pay him to bring him information about ghosts. And so you already know the nigga's gonna do it. He ain't have no goddamn job. So when he leaves, basically Councilman Tate was just like, well, how the fuck did he even get in the press conference anyway? And white boy said something smart, was basically like, well, whatever, you can't fire me, I know too much about you. And Councilman Tate was just like, yeah, you're right, I'm not gonna fire you. And two-piece that nigga something serious. I'm talking about all right here and in the gut, nigga. Like, got his ass. And while dude is on the ground gasping for air, and Rashad was like, man the fuck up, we got a meeting to go to, while he's fixing up his damn jacket and everything and moves the fucking along. I was like, okay, Rashad. Next, Tariq gets a knock at the door, and of course his old girl, and you already know that she is going to move his weight for him, and they might clink up and hook up because, you know, they flirting about the chess game and shit, who gonna beat who. So we gonna see how that go. Next, Keisha and Tommy, they in the bed or whatever. They looking at a map, and Keisha pointing out all the games and the different distros and shit like that. And now Tommy's all amazed and shit and think he really got a hood ass bitch that's down for him. Poor thing. The test should have been how that bitch reacts when there's a knock at the door. After that bitch felt that, like, Tommy should have really just moved the fuck on. Like, he can't be this damn lonely and need somebody. I just don't believe it. Next, so Paz is at the funeral. You know, she's basically, it's just her and Angie. You know, she's talking to her and all that type of shit, having her moment. And the priest comes in, basically, and, you know, but he tells her that the funeral has already been paid for, so there's nothing really she needs to do. And then she was like, who paid for it? Was it Ghost? And he's like, no, it wasn't Ghost or whatever. And then Sax had called, and, you know, they're talking, and basically she asked him about the money, and Sax is just like, oh, no, you know, giving her the runaround, how it's going to take some time and all this other type of shit. So then she knew it was Tasha that paid for it. So she sent her a text message with Angie's burner phone and thanked her. And after that, she gonna tuck the phone in the cushion of the coffin. It was just like, you know, your secret's gonna die with you. Good, bitch. Like, good. So they at the grave site or whatever, and, you know, Ghost and Tasha walking up, And Ghost thanks Tasha, you know, for being there. And Tasha's basically like, nigga, I ain't here for you. Basically, fuck you. I ain't doing this shit for you at all. Tamika and them, they can't believe that, you know, Ghost had the audacity to go up there, you know, to the wedding. But Tamika basically tells Sax he better have all his shit together because he will be the next motherfucker out the door. So also while they doing all this, Tommy comes up, you know, talks to Paz and talks to the dad and tells him that, you know, if there's anything that he can do, he got them. I'm like, I hope so, nigga. You the one who killed the bitch. And it's funny to me because Paz respects Tommy and likes Tommy, and he's the one that killed her sister. Like, bitch. Finally, him and Ghost make eye contact. And Ghost is like really looking at this nigga like, what the fuck, nigga? I thought you was dead. Tommy leaves. Ghost looks over at Tasha and was just like, you knew he was alive the whole time? And Tasha's smirking, looking off and like, yep. Am I the only person who thinks that they should have just dragged out, or they could have waited more than half or 3/4 of a fucking episode to reveal to Ghost that Tommy's alive? Like, did it really need to go that quick? Like, cause I thought this was about to be a new plot. Like, Tommy gonna be moving like he is dead. And so now your enemy that you wanted to think was dead knows that you are not dead. So does your crew still need to act as such? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, I just didn't understand that. That was so lackluster to me. Like, they could have really held this shit out. Next, so Ghost goes up to Jason and she's like, nigga, what the fuck? You knew this nigga was alive? And Jason's like, yeah. And he's like, well, no, I need to kill this motherfucker. This is a family matter. This is serious. I need to kill this motherfucker. And Jason's like, okay, you can kill him, but you gonna have to become my distributor. Start selling for me then. And Ghost is like, that is absolutely not an option. Like, Ghost is really trying to be out the motherfucking business. And Jason's just like, well, nigga, you want to kill him? You got to become my distributor. Like, if he dies, I need somebody else to run it. It got to be you. So I'm like, is it worth it, Ghost? No. Work it out with your fucking brother you've been knowing all your fucking life. Period. Next. So Dre ass, who we've been wanting dead for about 2-3 seasons now. He's in witness protection, and then he hears from the TV that Angie is actually dead. Spooked him the fuck up, because now he thinking it's the Jimenez and shit, and it really wasn't, but now it got him scared. And Donovan even came up in there while he's watching it, was just like, look, we're about to move you to another location. Don't worry, after you testify tomorrow, you ain't gonna never be in New York again, and all that type of shit. And Dre just looking like he's just about to just say, deuces, I am done. And honestly, I forgot all about that motherfucker. Okay, there's just so much shit that's been going on, I almost forgot about him. But how y'all feel about the episode? Hopefully next episode is better. I personally didn't like this one. Let me know how y'all think. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe if you fucks with me. If you care, don't forget to share. And I'll fuck with y'all in the next video. Bye.